Hi, this is Taiji, a video game I Let's Played recently. So, when I played it, there were a bunch of mysteries around the world and hints of something more that just never revealed itself. And there was an unsatisfying conclusion that probably made nobody happy. That is the canon ending of my LP, but let's visit an alternate universe, where instead of that having happened, this happened instead. Why this works, I have no idea. Is there a clue for this? I don't know. But anyway, my suspicion about these lights and that thing down there apparently has something to do with something. Oh, there's a stairway to keep traversal possible here. Okay. I don't know why this is that, but it is, apparently. Anyway, so, what is down here? Another guidepost that is not on. I have to step here in order to activate it. Swirl. Wait a second. Here's the symbol I was looking for in No Anglerfish. I found it in another game entirely. Okay, so... buttons for each area. Outside information that came to me through illegitimate means includes location of that puzzle panel, the solution to it, and that it moves this landmass down here. Everything after that is now new to me. So I have to step here. Okay, well, do you want this, maybe? To the obvious? Nope. You want something else. All right. I don't know what that something is yet. Oh, hang on. Wait, so you have that on you. Hold on, if I draw... okay. Wait, I was drawing the wrong color. That one is white. That's still not the right shape. Okay, so it's not literal about what that shape is. Okay, well, anyway. So, okay, I know what this is. I just noted, previous episode, that there was a formation of graves that spells out this pattern. Off, on, off, on, off. And yet that's not it. That was the pattern, right? It was 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And then repeated here, I think. Maybe not. Okay, the solar panels had lines in a couple of those places. Okay. So looks to me like I find another thing. What is this section? The waterfall, probably, maybe? That's a symbol I don't know. Hold up, but this is... wait, hang on. I don't know what either of these is. Ah, this is for the unused column in the water. Okay, well, you know what? Let's go look up a thing. So, guidepost. How I activate you? Feels like I should be able to just follow that design. Okay, now hang on. I'm misreading. Okay, so it's different here than it is there. Like, it activates the panel. You want me to input. Okay, so the swirl here looks kind of like this. If I take it literally. And it goes that far. But that is not it. And neither is that. So I don't know what that wants from me. Alright, well, I'll have to just walk myself over there. Okay, so it looks to me like that is an input panel for all the hidden little puzzles that I found scattered around the environment. And I can definitely identify some of those, and I guess I just have to write them down or remember them for returning to there when I want to see it. Okay, let's look at that binary one first, because that was extremely clear. I think I must have just remembered the wrong bit of... what is the closest guidepost to this? Well, the one down there, but it wants something from me that I don't know. Okay, so I want to be at binary. Jar 0. The clue that I keyed into was here. Same, 0. Different, 1. Different, 1. Same, 0. Same, different, different, same. That's what I input and it didn't work. That is how these work, right? Yes. Okay, so the clue might be subtler than that somewhere, somehow. I mean, I thought that was pretty clear. I guess I could invert it like it's the right size. 8 wide. Okay. I'm not missing something about this, right? No, that's... I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and I input it correctly. Now, okay, so this is... mirrored. I don't think that really means anything. Okay, so... that's the next phase of the game, huh? Alright, another thing I identified was the unused one of these over in the water. Let's read that out and try inputting it. Will this eventually get me there? I think so. You. How did this work exactly? It was... right, on where it's thick, off where it's thin. Off, off, on, off, on, off, on. Okay, so yeah, just 3 on, skip 1, 2 on, skip 1, 1 on. Right, so just 3, 2, 1 counting from the top. Alright. So, back here. Yeah, this is a bit of a walk. I need to figure out how this guidepost works and do something about it. Oh, I have an idea about this, actually. This could be the symbol of a zone. And that could be that path that I saw just underneath... I don't know that off the top of my head. I did spend some time studying it. But I don't know it off the top of my head. Anyway, so... yeah, for binary, I tried this. That's what would make sense. Let's try the opposite of that. It's not that either. Let's see if this one makes sense. 3, 2, 1. No. No. Offset. Okay. So it was offset. I did one. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, I have an idea here. 3x3 grid of 3x3s. Just input all of it. Do you remember your state? You do. Okay, so maybe I want to input all the guidepost patterns here. There were 9 of those, weren't there? So that would fit into this grid. Okay, I can try that. I don't know why this binary thing isn't working. I guess I'm looking at the wrong clue. Okay, well, I'll have to re-examine it. There's a tree somewhere that was not used in a puzzle that I need to read out. Okay, so tree somewhere. Flowers. 6x3 plus 3x2. I think I might know what this is and where to look for it. This I know for sure. Okay, let's go look at those solar panels. Alright, so this was a thing I recently keyed into. So there's a white line top center. Black line, one down and left from there. Black line, one up from bottom center, white line bottom center. Okay. That I can understand. I'm going to map out some guideposts on my way back and see if I can just get, like, all of them input and see if that does anything. Alright, I'm going to start with the solar panels, then I'll mess with the guidepost. So that was white here, black here, black here. Okay. So, to draw that shape, it looks like I could maybe do... Ooh, not quite. Maybe no. See, now that ends up with the same shape for both. Okay, I see how this is tricky. How do I make them not the same shape? Can I make that a single and then... No, because that... Okay, so I'll mark those. Right, so the sparkly ones are the origin points, and I'm drawing them in their colors, and you would need to be 3 wide for that. Okay. That has a different horizontal origin. Oh, so therefore this isn't the same shape. Ah, so therefore these are going to have to... Well, that one at least is going to have to be... Okay. Okay, this is coming through. So this expands to the right. But that's impossible. Oh, hold on. Okay, so you could be... Wait, hold on. Can I do it? No, those are next to each other, so I can't do this. Yeah, so those have to be different colors. This could go to the left. What if it did? This cannot go to the left. This cannot go up from here. And I'd have to partition like this, so no. Ooh, this is tricky. Ooh, this is very interesting. Alright, so for you to be a 1x1... that might become possible. I think that actually... Oh... Almost. But you'd need to include this, which then joins you together. Then you would make this wider, which then ruins everything for here. Yeah, okay, so I know that this must be on. Well, kinda. Or this. But then, no, that can't be. Probably. Maybe it can. No, it can't. Okay, this has to be off. I'm using my markings for not the same things. Okay, so let's establish some constraints. All right, so no, these markings are useful. All right, I'll just have to keep this in my head. So this has to be off because this is on. That's part of this shape. This one's at the bottom. So if you're extending, you are at most that large. You're at most that large. That's valid for you, but I can't make it valid here, can I? No. Okay. All right. This... Okay. That needs to be capped off, but then I run into the same problem I just had. Now this has to be on. Okay, this has to be on, this has to be off. I'm going to use some more markings. I'll remember where the originals were, hopefully. That should be fine. Okay. So what else do I know? This has to be on. Because left boundary of black shape here. Okay. Then this has to be off because this has to be off. All right. So then you are indeterminate. You will have to be on because that has to share with this shape and this has to be on. So those are my known tiles so far. Because this has to be on, and this is at the top. I cannot turn this on, because then that would join with it and require you to extend outside the puzzle. So I know that. Okay? Therefore, you must be off. And that is a corner here, therefore these two must be on. Well, I'm just being led to the same conclusion as before. Alright, evaluating these constraints leads to this is the edge here, therefore this must be on. And then you had to be on, therefore this has to be on. Therefore this has to be on. Therefore this has to be on, but that cell doesn't exist. Okay, so something went wrong. Okay, which one of those was false? I wish I could, like, reset all my markings. Alright, so starting over. Light things here, dark things here. That is how it was. How did I arrive at this having to be off? Ah, here's an insight. While you two must be opposite colors, you two don't necessarily have to be. You could be a single. You couldn't be a single. You couldn't be a double. Wait, hold on. Why not? Also, no, those don't have to be opposite colors. Ah, that was my incorrect conclusion. Those can be the same color, because that's a different origin point. If I can draw that shape, whatever shape this ends up being, twice up here with a different origin point. Okay, so that gets confusing, but it might be doable. Okay, so hang on. So you are... No. No, this does have to... These have to be opposite because that shape cannot bleed upward because of that upper boundary. Okay. Ah, what if I do what I evaluated but invert the colors? Right, maybe my evaluation was actually correct, I just need to invert. Okay, so that ended up with... it looked something like... this? And then I wanted to partition those two apart. That's done it. Okay. It was the inverted colors thing again. Alright, so I got two. Cool. Right, so I mapped out my guideposts. Okay, let's go by this map and input them 3 by 3. Problem is, well, I'm going to have to do this by elimination. No, I think I do know what this symbol is. Alright, that's the maze. Okay, so rhombus, upper left. Rhombus is this. I'm going to assume inversion doesn't matter, because these are kind of ambiguous. That's binary. Tree is this. A lot of these I actually just remember. Domino looks like its face. This one was that. Yeah, because what's the positive space and negative space of these is unspecified. And yeah, so it just shouldn't matter. Just like, you know, within each 3 by 3 cell here, if I'm doing the right thing, this has to be different from this, basically. Okay, so the museum was this, kind of like a house. The maze was this. And the line was this. I actually didn't have to look at any of my reference material for that. That's it. Okay, I guideposted. Okay, and you are just blank. Okay. You didn't add yourself to the... You did add yourself to the map. Oh, there was a missing piece there! Is there going to be a guidepost here, and one here, and one here? Nah, that was just a slightly larger rip than the others. Oh, that's clever. I like that. All right, so that's my return to the center guidepost. Okay, that's going to be like the most important one. I'm glad I was able to organically discover that you can travel between guideposts, like at the end of the game already, by inputting the patterns there. Okay, so what others of these? I don't know where this clue is. I think I know where you are. I thought I knew where you were, but it didn't accept it. I have not spotted a suspicious tree. I've seen some suspicious flowers. You, I think I know. What's the dimension here? Ooh. The missingness here makes me suspicious. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 9. Minus a corner and a piece here, which is kind of weird. Let's go there. My suspicion was... I need to get down from here to see it. And how do I do that? I want to be on this stairway, which means I have to go up. And then... So this path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fits and also doesn't include that little corner. Okay, so from bottom left, 2 right, 1 up, right, down, down, right, up, up, left, up, right, up. I think I can remember that. Because I can use a lot of memory shortcuts here. 2 right, up, then the rest kind of does itself. Right, up, the rest kind of does itself. Okay, yes, I think I can do that. I can hold that picture in my mind for sufficiently long. So that's you. Okay. Oops. It's that. But there's another, perhaps. I think the other path that's near there probably fills in that hole. Probably. So I want... Oops, this again. Okay, so this has given me, like, a clear structure with goals and parameters. You know, something to bite into, something I can actually do. There's another half to this path. It might be you. That's plausible, and that would give this whole chamber a reason for existing. Okay, yeah, so this was the blanked out space. Wasn't there another spot of suspicion like this around here, though, under this bridge? Or was it just that railroad track? No, there's nothing under this bridge. Just that railroad track. Okay. Sure. For the museum, I'm thinking maybe it's the window thing, but the windows were not clearly laid out in a grid, so maybe it's not. Anyway, so this goes 1, 2... Oh, look at those square floor tiles. Yeah, this is totally it. So from the upper left corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. Then right... Then it just kind of goes around, stops 0 short of the top. Okay, a little swirly around, and then 2 more to the right. Alright, so that's 7 from here. Just sort of curl around, and go 2 more right once you get back to the top, okay? Again, a pattern I can hold in my head with memory shortcuts. Don't have to remember each individual cells, just each individual cell. Just the overall pattern and how to evaluate it. So I just have a button that clears that thing out and gives me what I want. Alright, so that was down 7. Fits. And we go here, do this, do this, go back up, and I guess that connects. That's not it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this part wrong? Did I go too far with that? That seems like it should be right. Okay, let me compare my clues with my input here. Alright, I had a reading error. This is actually 8 tall. Also, there was a rock collapsed here and a metal plate over that, so if this doesn't work, I'll try toggling this one. It does work, though. Okay. Okay, I counted 7, but it was actually 8 on a recount. Cool. Okay. Well, that's 3 of those. Wine bottles? There was a wine bottle clue I was never able to use, I thought. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 3. 8 by 3. Let's look at it, since that's the one I picked on here. I don't think it's this. It could plausibly be, though. How would I interpret this? What do I think this dimension is? Well, if you want to slice it up into a grid... Okay, so let's say the width of a grid cell is equal to these 4 green bottles and these 4 red bottles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is what I counted, but did I count badly? Maybe we skip these blank spaces. Okay, so slicing here like this. This is clearly 2 units. Then this is clearly 2 units. By that rule, this totally looks like... Hang on, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 across... Okay, yeah, so just count those. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4, 8, 4. So each 2 of these little alcoves could be 1. And then do we want to go by, like... I don't know what we want to go by. Do I think this is the clue? I think I could plausibly slice this up to an 8 by 3 grid with, like... These shelves up here being the first row. Wait, there were divisions there. The center was all singles. But then there were wider cells up at the top. Okay, so what was the pattern of the wide cells? Wide cells in the wine cellar. At the bottom there were 2, at the top there were 3. 3 wide cells, center of top. 2 wide cells, center of bottom. I don't think this maps. No, the wide ones just don't add up here. Like... This arrangement's a bit suspicious. This absence of space looks like it's communicating something to me, but and this one... But I think it just doesn't work. Okay, so elsewhere in this house, a 3 by... Or sorry, an 8 by 3 grid with 3 wide cells on top, middle, and 2 wide cells in bottom middle. Like, it's still looking at these windows. Ooh. How many floors does this have? It has 3, plus basement. 3 floors, plus basement. And doesn't it have convenient little balconies you can look out of to see the... Yeah, it does. Okay, is this windows? Is it rooms? Okay, 3 floors, 3 rows. Okay. Top left. The next one, the wide one. The next wide one. So 3 things on the top row that are different. Plus something out here. Right, next one down is all singles. Okay, so top row has 5. Middle row has 8. Bottom row has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, so only those. Ah, with a little square outline in them, highlighting what the color is. I think this is it. So I think I skipped these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay, cool. So it's, again, I think I can hold this in my head, probably. I'm glad it wasn't those wine bottles, because that was a little too messy to actually be a thing. Alright, so in the top row. Second and second from last. In the bottom row. I no longer think I can hold this in my head. Might have to write this down. Alright, observed red carpets through windows form this pattern. Gonna have to input this carefully. Consulting my reference material. I think that's it. It's not. Is it inverse? I probably just got one or more of those wrong. Surely I have the right clue for this. Okay, well, I better double check what I wrote down because it's not working here. Alright, I did find an error. This one was marked incorrectly. There we go. Okay, so pattern of seeing red or not red through windows. Okay, well that's close to half of these. I get the process. Could conceivably finish this next time. I don't know if there's more after this, but I guess we'll see what happens once I've filled these all in. This looks like a door that might, like, open or something. Okay, so next time looking at these 5 zones, like, I thought I had it for that one, but somehow I didn't. I think I know where to look for this. I think I know what sort of thing I'm looking for here. Now that I think about it, I think I did spot a tree somewhere that seemed all on its own, unconnected to anything. So, okay. I know what this looks like. I know what I will be looking for here. I thought I knew what I was looking for here, but it didn't match up, so I'll look for something else similar. I think I have laid eyes on this, but I'm not sure where. This one I'm actually not sure about. There was that formation of 6 pips in a bush in that one spot. Or 6 bushes. Oh, and also the 5 in the central thingy. But how will I fit that into a grid? You are 7 by 4. Okay, I'll have to figure out how to gridify that. Like, I think I've seen 2 faces of this. It's going to be hard to know when I've gotten all of them, maybe. And yeah, this might be hard to gridify too. And that tells me something about the format of the tree. And then I think I've laid eyes on this, but I just need to re-examine it and make sure I saw what I thought I saw. This one I think will be easy and straightforward. This one's going to be hard. This one should have been, but something's wrong with my clue reading. This one is mostly just a matter of finding. And this one might also be hard. Okay, so domino and rhombus I'm worried about. Binary, maybe. Other two, less so. Alright, well, I'll see you next time in this alternate timeline to see what happens when I look at those.